Hello, my name is Amber Wilson, and this is Managerial Economics Deliverable 4, covering the creating of contracts to avoid moral hazard. Today we'll be discussing the scenario of oil company X, who is looking to hire a new CEO. There is concern about the problem of moral hazard and how they can reduce or eliminate this via a new contract. There are 5 possible payment systems for the new CEO. Option 1, fixed fee. Option 2, profit sharing. Option 3, stock options. Option 4, bonuses. Option 5, stock options and bonuses. In the end, I will make my recommendation for which scenario bodes best for oil company X and summarize everything that we've talked about here today. Overall, the limitation of risk and liability within oil company X is key. They are looking for a new CEO and would like to minimize and/or eliminate moral hazard to the company. There are 5 payment options to consider. First, there is option 1, the fixed fee, in which the new CEO will receive a fixed wage. The pro of this scenario is that the wage is a fixed cost to the firm. We will only pay this amount, no more. This helps to limit risk and liability because the wage is agreed upon. It cannot be negotiated. However, this fixed wage could eventually be seen as too little an incentive to grow the firm. The new CEO may become disenchanted with his new position and grow comfortable, meaning there are no new risks, or the risks taken by the new CEO become too large, as the CEO has nothing to lose with risky investments. After all, per Brander and Perloff on page 529 in our textbook, the firm will likely have to work harder to earn residual profit after the fixed payment to the new CEO is made. A new CEO would likely be hired to take some stress off of the firm in the way of earning profits. This develops in the wrong direction. However, one could argue this helps to even the risk amount borne to both parties. The firm bears risk as it places trust in another's hands and must bear responsibility if this goes south. The CEO bears blame if the company tanks. With option 2 comes profit sharing. The new CEO will receive 15% of the firm's profits with no wage. The current value of the firm's profit multiplied times 0.15 is equivalent to the fixed fee wage in option 1. This is a very closely related pro-con in the way that the pro to the firm is that the way they could end up paying relatively little to the new CEO, but this paying of little means that the CEO has not delivered in the way of producing significant profits. This goes hand in hand with the second pro. If the CEO excels in their new role, the profits of the company will soar and the wage of the CEO will increase, producing a continuous cycle of increased profits/wages. However, this incentive could bear unwarranted or unethical behavior. How is this new CEO increasing profits? Are they in unsavory ways? This means that the firm bears all of the risk because they have the most to gain and lose in this situation, with the new CEO having no risk. Next is option 3 with stock options. The new CEO receives a base salary, with additional stock options being tied to total profits. The base salary is 10% lower than the fixed fee from option 1, with the additional 10% given in stocks. The first pro is a given, with the base wage being paid at less than option 1. However, stock options are given based upon performance. If the CEO is motivated, profits could soar, and with it the profits that could be potentially gained to the CEO with the addition of more stock. However, this can create the dilution of share prices when it comes to the shareholders. The more shares mean the stock becomes worth less. The stock becomes harder to value and can result in lower prices, meaning that the stock being earned as incentive doesn't really become an incentive anymore. This stock incentive could also lead to insider trading and scandal for the firm. The CEO could use their inside knowledge of company performance to influence buyouts of stock to increase their own profits as well as close associates. This can create scandal for the company. This means risk is borne upon both parties. The firm must be careful not to let shares become diluted, and the CEO must be careful not to become morally bankrupt. With option 4 in bonuses, the new CEO will receive a base salary with an additional stock bonus which is tied to total revenues. The base salary is 10% lower than the fixed fee from option 1, with the additional 10% being given as a bonus tied to the total revenue from the previous year. The pro is that the fixed fee is still less than option 1, meaning we as a firm could pay less than what we wanted. It is still a fixed cost. This new incentive, however, of bonuses could encourage the CEO to work harder towards values important to oil company X in the hopes that they are rewarded for hard work. However, if this motivation is only money driven, it could encourage cons of bad behavior and unsavory performance, all in the hopes of earning a profit. This profit could be earned in ways that contradict the values upon which oil company X is built. This leaves the firm and the CEO split with risk. The firm bears risk in the way it doesn't know what moral road the CEO will take. Profits could be up, but at what cost? Are we incentivizing bad behavior? Brander and Perloff tell us on page 531 of the textbook that the CEO has a choice. Whether the CEO chooses to work extra hard depends on how risk-averse they are. If they are nearly risk-neutral, they will work extra hard. However, if they are very risk-averse, they will only put in normal effort, receive a modest but predictable wage, and avoid the risks of sometimes earning very little. Lastly is option 5, in stock options and bonuses. The new CEO receives a base salary with additional stock options tied to total profits. The base salary is still 10% lower than the fixed fee from option 1, with an additional 5% given in stocks and 5% given in the form of a bonus. This looks very similar to option 4, as it produces nearly the same results. The fixed fee is lower, thus resulting in a lower fixed cost. The CEO only produces significant gains if the company also sees significant gains based upon the performance. This incentive of both stocks and a bonus could help the CEO take pride in the company, thus positively incentivizing them to be dedicated to the company by promoting values close to the heart of Oil Company X, as if they grow the brand will give back an equal reward. However, the CEO could inflate projections and performance and/or take on excessive risks in order to achieve their unsavory needs. This means split risk. The firm assumes risk because it is taking a risk to incentivize the CEO in the hopes it performs well and builds the brand. However, this growth could be made by using unethical moves by the CEO. This brings in risk to the CEO because they risk their profit by their performance. If they do well, they earn well, and vice versa. In summary, Oil Company X is looking for a new CEO that will minimize and possibly eliminate risk to Oil Company X. There are 5 possible payment schedules to choose amongst. That being said, the best scenario in my opinion is scenario 5, stock options and bonus. As it properly incentivizes the CEO will only earn if Oil Company X earns, and it's the easiest to recruit for. It has sought after incentives that are very well intriguing to new CEOs looking for a job. Bonuses and stock options. They have the potential to grow their own profits as well as growing the profits of their own company, meaning you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. The following references can be found here. Have a nice day.